What's up, Buzzcast fam? Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the news that's shaping our digital world. First up, forget Apple and Spotify, because a new music social network called Airbuds is quietly blowing up with Gen Z, and they just secured major funding. Next, the fate of a global powerhouse hangs in the balance as potential buyers are revealed for TikTok's US operations. Will Oracle, Andreessen Horowitz, and Silver Lake step in to keep the app alive in America? Then, Facebook is digging deep into its archives, bringing back a feature from the early 2000s. Mark Zuckerberg is hoping to recapture the magic of OG Facebook with the return of the poke, but will it actually work? And finally, we're diving into the growing problem of social media echo chambers and how they're rapidly dividing us all. It's a deep dive into the shock jock mentality online and what it means for our society. Stick around for all the details and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. The social music revolution has arrived. Forget everything you thought you knew about music sharing. A new app called Airbuds, quietly gaining massive traction with Gen Z, is shaking up the landscape. This San Francisco-based startup offers a mobile-first social experience centered entirely around music, allowing users to effortlessly share what they're streaming with friends through a slick smartphone widget that integrates with major platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. And the buzz is real. Airbuds just announced a $5 million funding round led by 776, the venture capital firm founded by Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian. This isn't just a small win. The app boasts over 15 million downloads and a staggering 5 million monthly active users, with 1.5 million logging in daily. User sentiment is overwhelmingly positive, with a 96% approval rating over the last 30 days. It's a potent mix of self-expression, music discovery, and genuine social connection that even giants like Apple and Spotify have struggled to replicate, with past attempts like Apple's Ping and Connect falling flat. While Spotify has been adding social features, Airbuds' core innovation lies in its effortless sharing through widgets and its focus on identity. Co-founders Gilles Poupardin and Gone Arab, with prior experience in music tech and social apps like Zenly, have iterated on ideas to create a seamless experience. Users can react to friends' music with emojis and selfies, play song clips, and chat directly within the app. Features like personalized weekly recaps and even school-based music trends are fostering a sense of community. Around 30% of users engage beyond just passive listening, highlighting the success of Airbuds' self-expression features, particularly among its young, US-based demographic. The app is already available on iOS and Android, and with this new funding, Airbuds plans to expand its reach, potentially supporting more streaming services and even exploring artist-to-fan connections. It's a clear signal that the future of social music might not come from the established players, but from innovators who truly understand how young people want to connect. But is this music app's success a sign of things to come, or just a fleeting trend? Stay tuned as we break down the next big story that could change how you use your favorite apps. TikTok's US future, who's buying? The saga of TikTok's potential sale in the US is heating up, with reports revealing a consortium of well-known American companies poised to acquire the stake. According to Bloomberg, President Trump is expected to discuss the deal directly with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. The proposed deal involves a consortium that includes Oracle, the very company providing TikTok's data storage services in the US, alongside venture capital firm Andreessen Horowitz and investment company Silver Lake Management LLC. This framework agreement, hammered out after negotiations in Madrid, envisions a new US-based version of the app where these companies would hold stakes. While Oracle's share will be modest, ByteDance's ownership in TikTok would drop below 20%, a crucial step to comply with a US law mandating the sale of the asset to avoid a ban. TikTok engineers are already testing the transition to this new US platform, and Oracle is set to continue providing essential cloud services. However, significant details remain undisclosed, including the final price, though the US stake is valued between $35 to $40 billion. The future of the app, which Trump had repeatedly postponed banning, remains uncertain, but is now potentially clearer thanks to this emerging agreement. From potential tech acquisitions to a blast from the digital past, Facebook is trying to recapture its old glory. We'll tell you how. Facebook's Poke comeback, nostalgia or new strategy? Remember the Poke? That simple, almost archaic feature from the early days of Facebook is making a surprise comeback. Meta is revamping this digital tap on the shoulder, hoping to inject some nostalgia and re-engage younger users with a feature that predates much of the current social media landscape. Mark Zuckerberg himself has spoken about recapturing the joyful experiences of OG Facebook, lamenting that many of the platform's original, magical elements have been lost. The Poke, first introduced 2 decades ago, was a unique way to initiate interaction without a direct message, a subtle signal of interest or acknowledgement. For those who experienced it, it felt more intimate than a simple post, a direct connection in a burgeoning online world. Now, Meta is relaunching it with a dedicated page to see who poked you and to find friends to poke, noting an unexpected surge in its usage last year. But the question remains. In an era dominated by attention-grabbing algorithms, rage bait, and sophisticated content, can a simple poke truly recapture the magic? The article suggests that while the original Facebook was a genuine social network focused on connecting people for real-world interactions, today's platform is a behemoth designed to keep users scrolling. While the Poke might appeal to a sense of nostalgia, it's unlikely to fundamentally change the user experience or bring back the OG days, especially as younger demographics flock to platforms like TikTok and Snapchat. Speaking of social media's impact, we're diving deep into how online echo chambers are creating dangerous divides. You won't want to miss this. The divide, how social media echo chambers are tearing us apart. In today's hyper-connected world, social media platforms, once hailed as tools for connection, are increasingly being blamed for fostering division. A trend mirroring the rise of shock jocks in sports and politics has infiltrated our online lives, where contentious and inflammatory content is amplified for engagement and clicks, rather than for nuanced discussion. This shift, accelerated by the internet, smartphones, and social media, has blurred the lines between information and entertainment. The constant barrage of opinions, often delivered with extreme viewpoints, creates echo chambers where users are primarily exposed to information that confirms their existing beliefs. This environment discourages civil dialogue, reflection, and consideration of alternative perspectives. We're seeing a cycle of psychological warfare, both directed at others and internalized, leading to a society that struggles with nuance and common ground. The result is a populace more prone to division, where online arguments often overshadow real-world understanding. The article emphasizes that this isn't about scolding, but recognizing a collective struggle. Many find themselves voluntarily surrendering their peace to online battles, whether with rival fans or even allies with differing views. The pressure to convince others or engage in constant debate is exhausting and often unproductive, leading to cynicism and frustration. The piece urges individuals to recognize this pattern, choose their emotional investments wisely, and disengage from unproductive online conflicts to protect their own sanity and foster a more balanced perspective. That's all the news for today, but don't go anywhere. We're about to hit you with a lightning-fast recap and all the ways you can stay connected with Buzzcast. And that's a wrap on today's Buzzcast. We saw Airbuds making waves in the music social scene, the potential sale of TikTok's US operations, Facebook reviving the Poke, and a critical look at social media's role in dividing us. Don't miss out on future breakdowns. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to Buzzcast for your daily dose of tech and culture news, and smash that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Follow us on all social platforms to keep the conversation going. We'll see you in the next one.